So the next thing I need to do now is my cash budget. So what I'm looking to do is I'm preparing my cash budget. What's the first thing I always do when I'm doing a report? Title, yeah. So I've got my cash budget for July and August. Now the first thing I'm doing in a cash budget, I'll do my cash receipts. Now my cash receipts are, I'll just put a July here and an August here. So my cash receipts, I'm just transferring the information down from up here. So I've got 95,800 and 88,400. The next thing I need to look at is my cash payments. So my cash payments. Now I need to go back to my question first. Now we've ticked off all the information to here. So I've ticked off all that information. And what we're now looking to do is looking to do our cash payments. Now the first cash payment says inventory purchases for June were 50,000. All purchases of inventory are made on credit and are paid for in the month after purchase. The following purchases are expected for each of the following months. So if I'm purchasing it in June, I'm paying for it in July. Purchasing in July, paying for it in August. Purchasing in August, paying for it in September. So my cash payments, my first one would be inventory or supplies. And my July payment is 50,000. So I'm just going to pop my 50,000 in there. And my August payment is 68,000. So I can tick off all that information there as well. Now it says that it is expected that the following monthly operating expenses will be incurred. Now be aware that we're doing a cash budget. So we're going to test your knowledge as to what you determine is cash and what's not cash. So having a look at these items here, are they all cash items? No? Which one's not a cash item, or which ones? Depreciation. So depreciation's non-cash. Any others? No, you're right. So we've got non-cash, so I'm not going to include that one. So I'm going to include my salaries, which is 8,000 a month. Tick off that. I've got rent, which is 4,000 a month. I'm going to tick off that. Advertising, which is 800 per month. I'm going to tick off that. And electricity. Which is 950 a month. So it's that one. It says all relevant operating expenses will be paid in cash in the month they're incurred. Okay. There's some more information. The business intends to purchase new furniture at a cost of $20,000 with a deposit of 20% will be required in July with the balance paid the following month. So we've got this amount here. July is 20%, so it must make August 80%. So Let's go furniture. Furniture, what's 20% of 20,000? 4,000. And 80% must be then 16,000. So that ticks that one off. Motor vehicle expenses of 2,000 are required to be paid in August. Okay. Motor vehicle is 2,000. Paid in August. Tick that off. Have we covered all our expenses? Yep, looks like we have. All right, so what I need is total payments. What's my total payments for August? What have we got? 50, 58, 62, 66, 66, 800, 69, 750, is that right? Did I get that right? 4, 8, 16, 66, 66, 8, 67, 750. Does everyone agree? Good. What about this one? 70, 76, 80, 82, 98, 98, 99, 750. All right, have we finished? Next thing I need to do is I need to calculate my net cash flow, which is my cash receipts less my cash payments. So it's 95,800 less 67,750, which gives me how much? 28,050. And for August, negative, we have an outflow. 11,000, how much was it? 350. And I'll bracket that to indicate outflow. So it's indicating a negative cash flow. Now it says the cash balance at the end of June was 5,000. So we're going to have to give a cash balance. So I'm going to call it opening balance, which was 5,000. And then my closing balance. So I've got 28,050 plus my 5,000 gives me 33,050. And this just then becomes my opening balance next month. 33,000, now we're deducting 11,350 from this. So that gives me how much? 21,700. All right, and now we can tick off the part B. Now it's asking me a question. Let's see if I can just slide my notes up there. We can see them on the screen. So it's asked me a question. A dividend payment of 30,000 is due to be paid by Alpha Limited shareholders on the 1st of September. Will the company have sufficient cash to make the dividend payment? Well, what we're looking at is this balance at the end here. Are we going to have enough money in our bank account to pay this dividend? So A, B, C, no. There is insufficient funds. So that's that. There is insufficient funds. Everyone okay to this point?